In this video, I'll be discussing the solution code to Program 8, Character Values. To begin, click the solution code link on the Java and a Jiffy website. Recall the instruction said to store lowercase z and uppercase v into two variables, and to subtract v from z, which will result in an integer, because I explained how all characters are actually stored as integers. So to convert it back to a character, we must cast it as a char. If I copy this solution and run it in Eclipse, the result matches the expected output from the instructions. The first character is lowercase z, the second character is uppercase v. Lowercase z minus uppercase v equals $. I mentioned in the instruction video that Java does not use the extended ASCII table, but the Unicode table instead, because it allows a lot more values. The first 128 characters of the ASCII table and Unicode table are identical, which is why the ASCII table can still be used with Java. To view all the possible characters available with Unicode, begin by Googling Unicode table. Let's begin by looking at the Unicode chart from the Space Science and Engineering Center. This site is great because it has both the integer value with the title decimal and the Unicode value, which I'll discuss in a minute. Let's look at an example such as a basic letter, the letter M. So the integer value is 77. So if I enter 77 for my character value and run this, we will see the letter M. You'll notice I'm using some code called print stream. This is because Eclipse does not display the Unicode characters correctly without it. We will learn more about print stream in a future video, but you will see it is using system.out and also println. As I mentioned a minute ago, this site also has something called a Unicode position. This can also be used as a character value. To begin, copy the 4 values after the X, and in your char value, use single quotes and begin with /u and those 4 values. This is a special situation that allows the single quotes to wrap around multiple characters. Now if I run this, I should get the same result, which I do. Values stored in character variables can be stored in 3 ways: as the Unicode, as the actual character, or as the integer value. All 3 variables store the value of the letter uppercase M. Now let's find another example for a large integer value with an interesting character. For example, Cherokee letter WE. This looks interesting. So if I start with the integer value and run this, there's our value, looks like this. And then if I use the Unicode, copy the 4 values after the X, and single quotes, begin with /u, and if I run this again, I get the same value. And you can see this site has many characters. Let's try this down arrow, see if this works. So 65,000 as the integer. Yep, there's our down arrow. If we use the Unicode FFEC, so single quotes /u, FFEC, if we run this, we get the same result. Another helpful site to look at is the symbol.cc Unicode site. And if you go through here, you'll notice that it has all the different symbols, but it does not have the integer value. It only has the Unicode value. So if we scroll down, we can do an example, such as this one. You can see Unicode U+, so we have to use 0522. So if I do /u 0522, and if I run this, there we go. Ooh, that's a cool one. 058D, 8D. Oops. Let's run this. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so this is pretty fun just to kind of look through. There's 65,000 or more Unicode characters that you can look at. So it's kind of fun to play around with and see what you can find. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. Thanks for watching.